In 1917, one European country did the unthinkable. It sold 26,000 of its own people to the United States for $25 million in gold. Not slaves, not prisoners, but actual citizens. Here's how it happened. Denmark owned 3 tiny but strategic islands in the Caribbean: St. Thomas, St. John, and St. Croix, known back then as the Danish West Indies. The people living there were full Danish citizens. They paid Danish taxes, they waved the Danish flag, and they were Danish in every way. Until they weren't. Because in the middle of World War I, Denmark panicked. They feared Germany might seize the islands and turn them into a naval base, a serious threat to the region. So Denmark made a deal. It sold the islands and the 26,000 people living on them to the US for $25 million in gold. That's about $600 million today. And here's the messed up part. No one asked the people, no vote, no warning. One day they were Danish. The next day, they were American, without ever leaving their homes. It was called a transfer of sovereignty. But for the people on the islands, it felt like being auctioned off. Just do the math. Denmark sold each person for $961 a head. And what did the US do? They took the islands and called them the US Virgin Islands. But the people? They weren't granted US citizenship until 1927, and they couldn't even vote in US elections until 1932. Some rights are still limited today. Meanwhile, Denmark stayed neutral in the war and cashed the gold. To this day, many Virgin Islanders see 1917 not as liberation, but as betrayal, because their identity, their homeland, and their citizenship were sold like real estate, and the world just called it good business.